Be ready to go in a sec, guys. Just tagging. Tag the wrong Mike Brown. Thanks as always, guys, for filling this relatively quickly. Always much appreciated. What? That's weird. And one more. All right. We are done with the stupid tags. Let's get down to business now. Rip some cards. All right. Good luck, everybody. Half case. It's the second half of that inner. If you watched it, nothing major was pulled out of there. We did get a rip card, so I don't know if there's going to be another one in this inner, but that's all right. If we get one of the big QBs, nobody will give a crap. Let's do it. Also, not that anybody's really watching, but for the few that are, I will have Court Kings basketball going up tomorrow afternoon, and also Contenders Draft Football tomorrow night. That releases on Friday. Court Kings is here already, and that will break tomorrow. Court Kings is affordable and fun. You got a lot of short prints in that. The level 2, level 3, level 4 stuff. You guys are familiar with that. I believe there's some big short printed inserts in that as well. They change it every year, so don't remember what it is this year. Get these open a little faster would be nice. But it's the kind of basketball break that you can get into and you're not going to spend $4 gazillion and still have fun. So there you go. It's always a good thing. Decoy. Ian Book. Javonte Williams. That's out of 50. 14 of 50. Blue rookie. Texans for sale. Just because we hit him in the other break doesn't mean there's not going to be anything in here. Can't tell you how many times people say that, and then we hit something better in the second break. Devontae Smith. Under the lights, silver to the Eagles. Josh. Zach Wilson. Nada. Watch there be a 101 Davis Mills in here. The guy just did that the other day. Tyreek Hill. And your first hit. Rashad Bateman. Nice. Rashad Bateman, rookie auto. One of the higher drafted wideouts. A red Kenyon Drake. That's out of 75. Jermar Jefferson out of 199. What's up, Al? What's up? Mac Jones. Mahomes. And Javian Hawkins. Javian Hawkins. Why wouldn't you want the Texans, man? Davis Mills may actually start this year with the whole Deshaun Watson situation and what's his face, Tyrod Taylor, or whoever the hell they signed. A.J. Brown. This is out of 25. It'll go to the Chargers. Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa. Shoot some guns with the neighbor tonight. That is not something you would ever hear said in New Jersey. You might go to like a shooting range, but you certainly would not see two neighbors going into their backyards and shooting guns. Unless you're in Camden. Caleb Farley out of 100. You would see that in Camden, followed by cops arriving to the residence and issuing citations or putting them in handcuffs, but not where I live. That is unique to your neck of the woods, Al. Yes, you could not shoot pigeons here either. A little more densely populated here. You could, you know, kill someone if you went in your backyard and just started shooting guns. You live in a totally different world than I do. Well, in Atlanta, it's probably not a frequently heard thing. I don't know. I've actually never been to Georgia. I've driven through it a few times, like the very bottom southeast corner on the way to Florida, but I've never been to like Atlanta or anything like that. It's weird. I've been pretty much all over the country, but I haven't been there. A half a mile away. I go out on my back deck and my neighbor's like 20 feet from me. Nick Chubb. See, we live in totally different worlds, man. Although, like a couple miles from my house is the Pine Barrens, which is a pretty desolate area. You ever watch The Sopranos, man? When Chris and Paulie get lost in the Pine Barrens, I live right by there. Kyle Trask, red, out of 299. Colts, I believe. Probably wrong. Honestly, my brain's been completely wiped as to who's on what team. Chubba Hubbard. I know he's Panthers from the last break. So you live in a very rural part of Iowa? Don't you live on like the border with North Dakota? Ian Book. Randy Moss out of 100. Davis Mills. And look at this. Davis Mills. Rookie auto. I don't live in a city anymore. I live in a suburb of Philadelphia. The other side of the bridge. Marlton. Evesham. My town. Well, it's a township. My township was established in like 1672 or some shit like that. Bet you can't say that about your town, Al. 100 years before the Declaration of Independence. That's right. Real American over here. The beach is only 45 minutes away. Myles Gaskin out of 50. Well, yeah, I can imagine coming from Where you live, the suburbs of Philly is probably like New York City to you. You can go in your backyard, whatever, and shoot guns. My house was built in the 80s, but my old house in Fishtown was built a year after the Civil War ended. Yes, Camden is not a safe place at all. One of the worst cities in the country. Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence base. They actually were so poor at one point, like right after the financial crisis, that they had to get rid of their police force. It's always a good thing. Elijah Mitchell out of 50 to the 49ers. John Roman. They still have cops, but like the county, I think, does the policing. Like the city couldn't afford it anymore or something like that. Kylan Hill. Futures. Relic Auto. LaShawn McCoy used to live in my town. He was an Eagle. I know that. All right, next box. Uh-oh. Sixers pulling away, baby. Was this game ever close? Haven't really been able to watch it because I've been breaking, but it's been like a 20-point game the whole time. All right, come on. The only quarterback we've hit ink of in this whole case is Davis Mills. There's got to be a big one in here somewhere. Must have grabbed the wrong inner. I'm gonna blame Denny on that. He got in his first break in forever and gave us bad mojo. Yes, Marvin Harrison shot some. That was in North Philly though. North Philly's bad. North Philly and parts of West Philly are not so good. Philly's a pretty big city, though. You know what's weird? Is that there's a North Philly, there's a West Philly, there's a South Philly, but there is no East Philly. There's a Northeast Philly, but, I mean, geographically, yes, you can look at the map and say East Philly, but no one calls anything East Philly. Also, there's a road that runs right along the river that anyone who's from around here calls Delaware Ave, but they renamed it like 20 or some odd years ago, and it's actually Columbus Boulevard. Like, that's the official name. Nobody calls it that. Tupelo-tu or whatever. Trevor Lawrence. There's no East Philly. My governor? The Jersey governor? No, I didn't see that. I don't really follow stuff about him. Here's a good one. Out of 100. Jags. Edian. Futures. Nice. Josh Wolf. There you go, buddy. You had the Jets and the Jags. Got a nice random. Georgia governor. Oh, your governor. I read it wrong. No, I didn't see that. I know our governor, like, just removed the mask mandate, like, yesterday, which was... I don't know why the hell he took so long. We're, like, the most vaccinated state in the country. Bob Lilly, out of 50, Cowboys. Like, New York, PA, Rhode Island, everybody, like, removed theirs, and ours is like, nope! Still gotta wear them. Doesn't matter. It's, like, Most stores are still going to wear them in anyway. This is out of 50. Deonte Johnson, Steelers. I'm sure in Al's part of Iowa, though, they don't even have masks. They walk around naked. Do you guys have clothes there, Al? And like running water and stuff? Justin Herbert. Your governor is, who's your governor again? Not that Florida dude. What's his name? I can't remember. Kemp or something? Mark Andrews out of 25. No one wore masks at all. Everyone wore them here, but it's also way more densely populated. Jersey also got hit by COVID pretty bad, but we're also way more densely populated. So, under the lights, Stephon Diggs out of 100. Buffalo. Brian Kemp, that's it. Zach Wilson. David Montgomery. Devontae Smith. And De'Ami Brown. One of those North Carolina running backs. But isn't the area you live in, Al, more like North Dakota than it is Jalen Waddle, than it is Iowa? Jalen Waddle, Dolphins, Travis, Davis Mills. 3 left. You should come out and visit Jersey, Al, sometime. I'll take you to get, I'll take you to Nick's roast beef and take you to get a real cheesesteak and a hoagie. We can eat some scrapple. I can take you to the shore. Whoa, that's a thick pack. What's in here? You'll be blown away, man. We have farms out here, too. I got farms like a mile from my house. That's North Jersey, though. Totally different than South. When you're north of Trenton, it's like... it's all New York. South of Trenton's all Philly. It's different. Different accents, different food. Oh, there you go. I knew we were getting something. Sorry, Ashby. Trey Lance out of 15. John Roman. There you go, buddy. John with Trey Lance. Dual. Rookie jersey auto. Out of 15. Nice hit. Finally. 6 of 15, just missed. Jersey number. Very nice. Congrats. You got a Davis Mills in the first one, and then you got Trey Lance. Hitting on all cylinders. You got the hell out of there after you went to Ellis Island. I haven't been to Ellis Island since, like, 6th grade. Barry Sanders out of 50. We went on like a class field trip to New York. Trey Lance is the next Easton Stick. What? Easton Stick was like a 6th round pick. What are you talking about? I mean, I'm not a huge Trey Lance fan, but he's not even the same kind of quarterback as Easton Stick. Kwity Paye. Hate these things. Shawn Wade. Easton Stick. Javonte Williams out of 199. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I'm not a big fan of Trey Lance just because he's played like 10 games. But he's not even the same style of quarterback as Easton Stick. Lance is like a scrambler, uber athletic, big arm. Easton Stick was like a prototypical, like, undersized pocket passer. Kwity Paye red, under the lights. Out of 50. Jonathan Taylor. Mahomes, Moore, and Mike Ditka at a 299. We got another hit coming up. It is Shawn Wade. Shawn Wade. No Justin Fields. Might have been like a base card, but nothing important. Brian Dawkins out of 75. And those two. Two boxes left. Again, Court Kings basketball is tomorrow. Going to be cheap, and you can hit a lot of really nice short prints in that. The base levels go from 1 to 4, 4 being the most short printed, and the rookies in a 4 typically sell pretty damn well, especially on release. I mean, we're not talking a product where you're going to hit like multi-$1,000 cards. It's not Prism or NT, but it also doesn't cost what Prism and NT costs. So I'll be putting some of that up tomorrow. So we got 2 really cheap, affordable products this week that you can have a lot of fun with. Oh, I already said before the draft, Justin Fields, man. I like Fields a lot. A little upset that he went to Chicago. They're not exactly a hotbed of quarterback development, but there are a few QB gurus there that might be able to help him out. But I mean, what he did in college, I certainly like him a lot better than Zach Wilson and Trey Lance. Jamar Jefferson, I'm still trying to figure out what the Jets were thinking, taking Zach Wilson number 2. I know he has a huge arm, but he didn't play against great competition at BYU, and I don't know. It's the Jets, man. Hopefully he does well. It'd be nice to see the Jets be competitive again. Devontae Smith. Trevor Lawrence base. Saquon out of 100. And Patrick Jones II. Patrick Jones II. Who's yours, Al? Easton Stick? Nico Collins? Darren Waller. Roethlisberger, the Trey Lance base. Lance is kind of a wild card because he's so raw and didn't have a lot of tape in college. I mean, he put up some ridiculous numbers against teams in the FCS, but he also played kind of shitty against schools like Central Arkansas State. But then he lost that whole season because of COVID, so it's kind of hard to gauge what that guy's going to do. I mean, he's in a great situation in San Francisco because there's no pressure for him to start right away. And that's a team 1 year removed from a Super Bowl. So it's not like he's going to the Jets. So I don't know. Dwight Freeney. And do we have another? No. Sean Alexander. You're going with Zach Wilson? Okay. All right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. A lot of analysts thought that was an overdraft, but I don't know. Joe Douglas is a great GM, and NFL insiders seem to think Salah, or whatever the hell his name is a really good young coach. So, I don't know. I like to see guys like win and play well against good competition in college. I think obviously numbers and projectable skills are more important, but you can go down a list of guys that had those two things but then just couldn't put it together and translate it into big performances against quality opponents in college and, do it consistently, and how they turned out in the NFL. I didn't see that from Zach Wilson. Kirk Cousins, but I'm also not a professional QB analyst or scout, so my opinion is meaningless. Seth Williams. Are there any good QBs from Alabama? Oh, God. Tua, right now. Dan Marino out of 25. Joe Namath? Trying to remember. God, Alabama, for a long time, was not a very good college team. So it's a little harder to gauge. Trey Sermon. Trey Sermon, rookie auto. You think Mac Jones is going to be the best? Maybe. I mean, he went to the right team, that's for sure. I don't like his style of play. I don't think it translates well into the modern NFL. He also had, like, ridiculous talent around him in his 1 year of starting. I mean, he had two top 10. not top 10, right on the cusp of the top 10. First round pick wideouts that he threw to. One of them won the Heisman Trophy. That bothers me a little. But I don't know. I mean, he went to the Patriots and look what they did with Brady. Terrell Davis. And your final hit is Carlos Basham. Carlos Basham. And Michael Carter. Got a Chuba Hubbard orange. Chuba. Who the fuck names their kid Chuba? Kirk Cousins. Blue. Vikings. Alright, so we got our picks down. You said Zach Wilson. I said Justin Fields. Ashby said Mac Jones. Unless he was answering the Alabama question. I don't know. All right. There we go. That was the second inner. Not bad. We had that big Trey Lance. Joey Bosa. Javian Hawkins. Rashad Bateman. Devontae Smith. Javonte Williams. Kirk Cousins. Basham. Trey Sermon. Dan Marino. Patrick Jones, Jamar Jefferson, Shawn Wade, Kwity Paye, Barry Sanders, Jalen Waddle, Deami Brown, Stephon Diggs, Mark Andrews, Deonte Johnson, Bob Lilly, Etienne, another nice one, Kylan Hill, Elijah Mitchell, Gaskin, Davis Mills, Chuba Hubbard, Trask, Caleb Farley. We had three. We had more Lawrence in the other one. You had bunch of Chrome Lawrence and 3 base. So, but didn't have an Etienne. Of course, you had these obnoxious minis, and then all the rookie base there and inserts. All right, guys. So that's it for tonight. Like I said, we got Court Kings tomorrow, Court Kings basketball. I'm also going to be posting Contenders Draft football. Have a good one, guys. Thank you very much.